Hello, everybody. You're listening to Let's Master English, and my name is Coach Shane. Hey, everybody. Thank you very much for listening to Let's Master English Podcast 29. All right. Well, today we've got a great story. I really like today's news story. Some good vocabulary and a very interesting subject. And we also have a great fact from Country Shane and 4 questions from you. Now, so many people have written me emails saying that they really love the podcasts and they ask, how can I help? Is there anything I can do? Well, yes, there is. I've just started a page on a website called Patreon. And it is www.patreon.com/Coach Shane. Once again, that's Patreon, Patreon, www.patreon.com/Coach Shane. And what this site does, it allows you to help me, if you want, with money. Now, what I'm asking for, if you really want to help, and I sincerely appreciate it, $1 a month would mean so much. And that's all you need to do. So if you can support not only this podcast, but the Daily Easy English Expression podcast and my YouTube channels, you'll be supporting all of those channels and supporting me, helping me pay my bills, and so that I can keep doing this, making these lessons for everybody. And if you can afford $1 a month, I would be so grateful. And this site, Patreon, makes it really easy to do that. Of course, they take a percentage, which is fine. But seriously, $1 a month would mean so much. Now, if you're rich, you can send, $1,000 a month. That would be great. But I don't, nobody's going to do that. I know, yeah. Anyway. So once again, visit the site, www.patreon.com/Coach Shane. That's COACHSHANE. And you can read my letter, and you can check out the options, and I explain what I do and what I can do for you. So I sincerely appreciate all the interest. And remember, if you don't have $1 a month, that's okay. Still, you listening to my lessons is the most important thing to me. If you can share my lessons with your friends, that is outstanding. That is awesome. And if you have a job and you can contribute, you can help me out, you can be my patron, and I'd be honored. So anyway, just a little message there about that. I sincerely appreciate any help. And enough chit-chat. Let's begin. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Are cat lovers different from dog lovers? Research suggests the answer is yes. According to a recent study, who do you think is more intelligent, cat people or dog people? The answer is cat people. The lead researcher explained that cat owners tend to be more introverted, staying at home, reading books, being quiet, just like cats like. On the other hand, dog lovers tend to be more extroverted, lively, and outside-oriented, just like dogs like. What's your opinion? I love both, but I am currently a cat owner. Actually, my cats own me. Okay, so did you understand the story? Cats and dogs. A little bit of controversy. I think that some people listening to this story might disagree. So I'm curious as to what your opinions are. Let me read the story again a little bit slower. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Are cat lovers different from dog lovers? Research suggests the answer is yes. According to a recent study, who do you think is more intelligent, cat people or dog people? The answer is cat people. The lead researcher explained that cat owners tend to be more introverted, staying at home, reading books, being quiet, just like cats like. On the other hand, dog lovers tend to be more extroverted, lively, and outside-oriented, just like dogs like. What's your opinion? I love both, but I am currently a cat owner. Actually, my cats own me. And that's true. I'm curious. Now, I know some people do not like cats. Some people do not like dogs. But I think the majority of people do like either cats or dogs, and many people probably like both. Once again, for me, I love them both. But to be honest, having a dog is a lot more work than having a cat. I have 2 cats, and doesn't require too much work. So, let's go back to the first sentence. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Now, this is a great expression. I think you understand. Do you like cats or do you like dogs? That's what the question means. And we could say it in a different way. Are you a pizza person or a hamburger person? Are you a Coca-Cola person or a Pepsi person? Are you a beer person or a wine person? Do you understand? And I think the nuance is that these people are different. People who like cats are different than people who like dogs. People who like Pepsi are different than people who like Coca-Cola. I like Coca-Cola, but I don't drink it much. Okay, so are you a cat person or a dog person? Are cat lovers different from dog lovers? So we could say different from or different than. It's the same idea. Cat lovers, dog lovers, cat person, dog person. It's the same thing, okay? So do you think these people are different? Research suggests the answer is yes. So there's a university that has done research on this subject. Are cat lovers different from dog lovers? And the results of the research tell or say that, yes, these people are different. Research suggests the answer is yes. Research says the answer is yes. Research says that cat lovers are different from dog lovers. According to a recent study, and in this case, study means research. According to recent research. Now, if we say study, study is countable, so a study. Research is a non-count noun, so according to recent research, for research, according to a recent study. Okay, do you see the difference? So, according to a recent study, who do you think is more intelligent? Who do you think is smarter? Cat people or dog people? Okay, so now we've changed it from cat person, dog person to cat people or dog people. Who's smarter? People who like cats or people who like dogs? The answer is cat people. Oh boy. I wonder what all the dog people are saying. What? That's not true. Cat people are stupid. And I'm sure all the cat people are saying, of course we're more intelligent. So tell me, what do you think about that answer? So let's find out why. The lead researcher. So the lead researcher, L-E-A-D, the head researcher. That's the professor whose name is on top of the research. It's the professor. In this case, I think it's a woman. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's her. Her and her team did the research. So she explains. The lead researcher explained that cat owners, is that cat person, cat lover, cat people, cat owners, all the same thing. Cat owners are usually more introverted. Introverted. I-N-T-R-O-V-E-R-T-E-D. I think many of you know the word introverted. Introverted, that's a person who is quiet. They usually prefer to be alone. They don't really express their thoughts and opinions verbally. They're just quiet. Introverts are thinkers, people who prefer thinking, okay? So, once again, cat owners tend to be more introverted, staying at home, reading books, being quiet, just like cats like. So, this is kind of confusing, just like cats like. So, in this case, just like means exactly the same as cats like. Just like cats like. Cats like, what do cats like? Cats, if you've ever had a cat, cats are usually very comfortable alone. They like staying at home. Sometimes they'll do some hunting. They don't read books. And usually they're quiet. Now, I have 2 cats. And one cat, Cass, is extremely quiet. The other cat, Minty, she's a little bit loud. However, they both love to be alone. So if one cat is sleeping by my desk, the other cat is sleeping in the other room. They're very introverted. And actually, I am too. I prefer staying at home. I love reading books. And outside of my videos and podcasts, I'm very quiet. And my cats love that. They like the peace. On the other hand, now this is a great expression. On the other hand, looking at the other situation. So on the left hand, we have the cats. On the right hand, we have the dogs. So the opposite situation. On the other hand, dog lovers are usually more extroverted. Okay, so introverted, the opposite would be extroverted. Extroverted people are people who appear friendly and social. They're very nice people. They like meeting people and going places and talking to people. And they actually get energy. They get excited. They get energy from being around other people. They really enjoy being around other people. Extroverts are talkers. Okay? So introverted people are thinkers. Extroverted people are talkers. Introverted people enjoy being alone. Extroverted people love being around other people. So the sentence again, on the other hand, dog lovers tend to be more extroverted, lively, and outside oriented. So lively means active, they're doing things, sports, they're going places, they're driving, they're going to parties, and outside oriented. Extroverted people don't really like to stay inside. They like to be outside, in nature, maybe swimming or going places, shopping, doing something outside oriented. Just like dogs like. Exactly like dogs. Dogs love to be outside, running around, peeing on trees, catching balls. They love swimming. They love meeting people and smelling people. Yeah. Very different from cats. So, I think we can understand if somebody is staying at home reading books all the time, they're going to be more intelligent. If somebody's outside running around having fun, their intelligence might be less. So, what's your opinion? What do you think about this story? I love both. I love both cats and dogs. But I am currently, right now, I am a cat owner. Once again, I do have 2 cats. And then I say, that's U-M. Actually, my cats own me. So actually, I'm not the cat owner. The cats own me. Yeah. And if you've had cats, you might understand that that's the truth. The cats are usually the kings and queens of the house. We're just guests. Okay, so that's the story. I thought it was really funny. My dad is a dog person. My mom is a cat person. So for most of our life, or their lives together, they've had both cats and dogs. But the thing is, if you have a dog, and I would love to have a dog, but if you have a dog, you really need to have a place where the dog can run around, go outside and run around. But cats are perfect. I live in a small apartment, and it's perfect. It's small, they like to stay inside, and they don't do anything. They're just like me. They don't do anything. Dogs are exciting. Cats are boring. Coach Shane is boring. Not exciting. Okay, so let's look at those vocabulary words again. Study. Study is research. So remember, study is countable. So we almost always need an article, a study. Research is a non-count noun, so you shouldn't use an article with research. I'm doing research on how to make good videos. I'm doing a study on how to make good videos. Okay, you got that difference there? Intelligent. Intelligent, same thing as smart. Are you intelligent? Of course you are. You're listening to this podcast. That makes you highly intelligent. Lead researcher. Lead, L-E-A-D, is the head researcher. Tend to be. Usually. Is usually or are usually. In this case, it was are usually. Cat people are usually. Cat owners tend to be. Introverted. Are you introverted or are you extroverted? Or are you in the middle? For me, I'm introverted. I'm a person who is pretty quiet. Of course, I make videos and podcasts, so you see me and I'm always talking. But if you saw me in real life, you would be bored. I'm pretty quiet. I like to be alone. Yeah, I really do. I don't express my thoughts and opinions verbally. Yeah, I keep my ideas and my opinions usually to myself. Once again, you never see that. You always hear my opinions and my thoughts. Introverts are thinkers. Ah, yes, I am a thinker. On the other hand, So when we talk about on the other hand, how many hands do you have? You have two hands, your right hand and your left hand. So we have two things to look at, and usually these things are opposite. So on one hand, introverts. On the other hand, extroverts. On one hand, cat people. On the other hand, dog people. Extroverted. What is extroverted? It's the opposite of introverted. An extroverted person is someone who appears friendly and social. They like people. They actually get energy from being around other people. Extroverts are talkers. Lively. If someone is lively, they're very active. They're doing things. Outside oriented. So outside dash oriented. O-R-I-E-N-T-E-D. If somebody is outside oriented, that means they prefer to be outside rather than inside. They like to be outdoors rather than indoors. Outside oriented. Now for me, I'm an English coach. Now what do you think? Is Coach Shane's English teaching style grammar oriented or real life English oriented? Yeah, definitely. I take the pragmatic approach, the real life English approach. I think pronunciation and body language, intonation, expression are extremely, in my opinion, the most important part of communicating in English. Now, if I were a middle school teacher or a high school teacher, I would probably be grammar oriented because in school, grammar is king. So those are the words. Not too bad. I hope that you've learned something. I'm going to read the story 2 more times, and I hope that you leave me your opinion. But listen 2 more times. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Are cat lovers different from dog lovers? Research suggests the answer is yes. According to a recent study, who do you think is more intelligent, cat people or dog people? The answer is cat people. The lead researcher explained that cat owners tend to be more introverted, staying at home, reading books, being quiet, just like cats like. On the other hand, dog lovers tend to be more extroverted, lively, and outside-oriented, just like dogs like. What's your opinion? I love both, but I am currently a cat owner. Actually, my cats own me. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Are cat lovers different from dog lovers? Research suggests the answer is yes. According to a recent study, who do you think is more intelligent, cat people or dog people? The answer is cat people. The lead researcher explained that cat owners tend to be more introverted, staying at home, reading books, being quiet, just like cats like. On the other hand, dog lovers tend to be more extroverted, lively, and outside-oriented, just like dogs like. What's your opinion? I love both, but I am currently a cat owner. Actually, my cats own me. How you doing, everybody? This is Country Shane, and I'm here to bring you the facts. So, cat lovers are smarter. But what about cats? Are they smarter than dogs? Science says no. Dogs are more able to learn and perform tasks like finding drugs, assisting blind people, and even sniffing out cancer. Yep. But wait, who wants to work? This has been Country Shane bringing you the facts. Oh, Country Shane, that was interesting. So, cat lovers, people are supposed to be smarter than dog lovers, but when we look at the animals, which animal is smarter, cats or dogs? Well, science actually says dogs are more intelligent. Why? Because they can learn to do something and they can perform that task or that job. And we all know dogs have a very good nose, and police use dogs to find drugs. And dogs are very good for blind people. Dogs help blind people move around the city. And dogs can even sniff out cancer. Yes, it's true. But these are all jobs that dogs can do. Do cats have jobs? No. So actually, maybe cats are more intelligent because they know working is terrible. I love it. As always, Country Shane brings us a great fact. And it's question and answer time. Question and answer time. Q&A time. The first question comes from Tulio Brasileiro. I hope my pronunciation was okay. Thanks for the question, Tulio. In the word understand, are the D's deleted? And what about in the words old and told? Are the D's deleted? That's a great question, Tulio. So once again, understand. Understand has two D words, letters. Is it possible to cancel those D's? Yes, it is. And actually, we talk about these rules or these reasons for cancellation in DDM. That's our big online class, and I'll give you the answer. The reason is because of the N. So under, we can actually say unner. Stand, it's possible to say stand. Understand? Understand? Do you understand? Do you understand me? Now, if the sentence ends in the word understand, then actually the first D can be canceled, but the second D is more of a stop. It's not really canceled. So once again, do you understand? You don't hear the D, the second D, but actually I am stopping it. Now, what about this sentence? Do you understand me? Do you understand me? In this situation, both D's are canceled. Okay, and I give you the reason of the N and the M. Those are strong sounds, whereas the D is a weak sound. So, is it good to cancel both D's? No. I recommend that you do not cancel both D's. But do some Americans cancel both D's? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So what about the words old and told? Well, that's a great question. And once again, yes, it is possible to cancel the D's. So in American English, we have three strong sounds, the S, N, and the L. So in this case, we see old, LD, told, LD. Now, the D is a weak sound. And that L, it's a strong sound. That L can cancel the D. So for old, look at the question, how old are you? So perfect pronunciation, normal style. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? But absolutely, many Americans will say, how old are you? How old are you? Yeah, it happens. It's absolutely possible. And What about the word told? Well, Tullio gives this example. You told me. You told me. You told me. Perfect pronunciation. But here we have the L and the M, and that means the chance of cancellation is very high. And many Americans do say, you told me. I told you. That's possible too. You told me? Yes, I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. All three are absolutely possible. So this makes, but Shane, this makes understanding American pronunciation so difficult. No, it doesn't. It just means you need to practice. And our philosophy is, if you can say it like a native English speaker, you can hear it. So if you can say understand, and if you can say understand, then you'll be able to hear it. Okay? It just takes practice. It just takes practice. It's serious practice, you guys. And if you really want to practice, once again, join DDM. Do it. I'll talk about DDM. Maybe I'll talk about it later. But once again, DDM is the place. Yes, I will talk about it later, actually. So anyway, thank you very much for the question, Tullio. Our next question comes from Mikhail. Mikhail asks, when do we use the word pie with an article, and when do we use it without an article? So is it just pie, or is it a pie? When do we use it with pie, or with an article and without? Oh boy, yeah. That's a question. That's a very good question. Articles are tricky. So first of all, we need to know that pie is actually an uncountable noun. It's a non-count noun. Okay? So I made a paragraph, and I want you to listen carefully. I love pie. My favorite pie is apple pie. I have a slice of pie every day. If I made a pie, it wouldn't last more than 2 days. My mom bakes me a pie on my birthday. She gives me the pie with a candle on it. That pie is gone that day. If I made you a pie, what kind of pie would you want? An apple pie or a cherry pie? Cherry pie is too sweet, but apple pie is just right. Oh boy, this is confusing. So, we've got every example here. We got a pie and just pie. We have an apple pie and we have apple pie. So what's the difference here? If we're talking about a unit, that means one round pie. If we're talking about one round pie, we say a pie, because we can count that unit. If we're talking about pie in general, the taste of pie, the types of pie, your favorite pie, if we're talking about pie in general, we do not use an article. So, I love pie. That means any type of pie. Apple pie, blueberry pie, cherry pie, I love pie. My favorite pie is apple pie. Apple pie. My mom's apple pie, the store apple pie, my grandmother's apple pie. I love that kind of pie. If I made you an apple pie, that means one. So when we use the article an, it specifically refers to one unit. So pie is a kind of funny word. And the answer I can give you, once again, is pie is the food in general, but it can also be a unit, a round, 100% complete pie. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm talking about? I hope so. That's a great question, Mikhail. And articles are always tricky. Keep practicing and keep asking those questions. Our next question comes from Rodrigo Tonetti. Thank you so much, Rodrigo, for your question. Please help me with the short I and long E pronunciation. For example, the words this and these, T-H-I-S and T-H-E-S-E. And how about fit and feet, F-I-T, F-E-E-T. Yes, Rodrigo, you are not alone. So many students have a problem with these different vowel sounds, and in America, these sounds are absolutely different, okay? So, we'll concentrate on this and these. So, of course, you need to see a video to really see my expression, and I do have videos on this subject, okay? I recommend that you go to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Coach Shane's ESL. That's CoachShanes ESL. Coach Shane's ESL. And then search for my video, Vowel Sounds, Short Vowel, Long Vowel. Okay, and you should find the video. It's like 13 minutes long. 30,000 people have seen the video. And some people don't like it. Why? Okay, so that'll explain the American vowel sounds, the short sounds, and the long sounds. And I talk a lot about the short I and the short U. But in this podcast, I'll also give you some advice, and I hope it makes sense. The short I, as in the word this, T-H-I-S. Now, the way to make this sound is relax your mouth. You don't need to use your lips. You open a little bit, and the sound actually falls out of your mouth. You can even think about sending the sound downward. Think about, 30 degrees downward. So, The sound obviously comes from your throat. This. Now, the long E sound, this actually goes upward. It goes straight out, or you can think upward, and you can imagine upward at 30 degrees or 45 degrees. E. So your chin, your lower jaw, actually comes out a little bit, and your lips kind of smile. E. So let's compare. E. This. These. Now, if students, especially if you watch the video, but I think if you're listening carefully and if you practice, you can probably master these two vowel sounds, okay? However, the tricky part, the most difficult thing is to be able to say these sounds naturally in a sentence without thinking, okay? So first of all, I'll give you two sentences. I think this is better. I think these are better. Okay, so the only difference is this and these, and of course our verb is and are. So we have to practice it quickly. So are you ready? I think this is better. 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 I think these are 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 better. This, these. I think this is better. I think these are better. I think this is better. I think these are better. Can you do that? It's not easy, Rodrigo, and everybody. It's not easy. You need to practice. Now, we have the expression, practice makes perfect. But that's not true. Perfect practice makes perfect. And in order to do perfect practice, you need a coach. You can imagine, I could practice golf, the sport of golf, and I could practice every single day. Practice makes perfect every single day. But if nobody teaches me exactly what I need to do, then I'll never become a professional. You need a coach. So I like to say perfect practice makes perfect. Okay? So Rodrigo, everybody else, if you have a native English speaking friend, obviously I'm an American, and they can help you, you're lucky. But I know most of you do not have somebody that you can talk with and meet on a personal level. And this is why I really recommend students to join DDM. It gives you the chance to have that personal coaching from me. Now, I do personal coaching for DDM Live and DDM VIP members. Okay, so if you're interested, I highly recommend you to join DDM, and I will talk about DDM at the end of this video. So once again, these. Let's change the word. Let's go fit and feet. F-I-T, fit, 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 fit. The sound goes down. Fit, 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 fit. Feet, 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 feet. The sound goes out, a little bit up. Feet, feet, fit, feet, fit, feet, fit, feet. These shoes fit my 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 feet. I think this is better. I think this is better. These shoes fit my feet. It's easy. No, it's not. I know it's not easy. Perfect practice makes perfect. Well, Rodrigo, I hope I helped you a little bit. And this is such an important topic, Rodrigo, that I will make another video on YouTube about this short I, long E difference. Okay? Thank you very much for the question, Rodrigo. You're from Brazil, so I can say obrigado. Now, our next question, this is our final question today, comes from Jan Abid. And I apologize. Is it Jan or Jan? I really don't know, and I apologize if my pronunciation is horrible. So, is it Abid or Abid? I really don't know. I apologize. But his question, is it a he or a she? Oh my God, I don't know anything. His question is a great question. If someone asks me, don't you like chocolate? What do I say if I like chocolate? Do I say yes or no? Oh boy, negative questions are so confusing. Well, it confuses me, so I double-checked online, and there's a professor who made a very simple answer. If somebody asks you a negative question, and your answer is no, then your statement should also be negative. So, don't you like chocolate? No, I like chocolate is actually, when talking about grammar, incorrect. You have to say, no, I don't like chocolate. So if your answer is yes, then your statement must be affirmative or positive. So, don't you like chocolate? Yes, I like chocolate. Grammatically, that's the answer. So once again, you do not like chocolate. And somebody asks, don't you like chocolate? No, I don't like chocolate. But you do like chocolate. Don't you like chocolate? Yes, I like chocolate. Now, however, and I'm sorry, you know me, I don't like grammar. In reality, Americans hate negative questions too. They're confusing. And to be honest, we always screw up the answers. So don't you like chocolate? Yes, I like chocolate. Don't you like chocolate? no, I like chocolate. We say both. We do. And it's terrible. So my recommendation for you, don't even bother with yes or no. If somebody says, don't you like chocolate? Just say, I like chocolate, or I don't like chocolate. Wouldn't you like me to give you more homework? Don't give me more homework. Do give me more homework. Yes, give me more homework. Do you understand? Yeah, negative questions are very confusing. Don't you think? Yes, I think so. No, I don't think so. Now, you're probably confused. So once again, to summarize the answer, if somebody asks you a negative question, skip the yes, skip the no, and make your statement. Either you like it or you don't like it. I like chocolate. I don't like chocolate. That's all you need to say. Okay? Thank you for the questions, everybody. Well, it's time to finish up this podcast. And, I was talking about DDM, and I do want to tell you about DDM one more time. Don't be bored. Now, first of all, DDM, Daily Dictation Members, it's a great class. It will teach you listening skills, speaking skills, pronunciation skills. It will teach you listening comprehension, and all about American culture. It is a really wonderful class. However, this is a serious class. Okay? I mean, it requires, on average, 30 minutes a day. Yeah, you could do an hour a day if you have time, but if you do not have 30 minutes a day, then DDM is not the class for you. All right? DDM is not free. However, I will give you 1 month for free, so you can try it. But once again, if you don't have 30 minutes, don't download the lessons. But you can still sign up, because I also include newsletters, especially for this podcast. So I still want you to sign up. Go to www.letsmasterenglish.com/tryddm. That's TRYDDM. Leave your name and your email address. And I don't send out the emails. Miguel sends them out. And Miguel is doing a great job. He's helping me out. But sometimes he does have problems. This is another thing. We need your support, because I want to buy Miguel a new computer. But as everybody knows, they're very expensive, but we're going to do that. We need to support Miguel, support the team. So anyway, leave your name and email address, and Miguel will send you a link so that you can download the videos. These are video lessons. There are text files and MP3 files and video files. They're not small, okay? They are big. Now, and invest the time and study and have fun. Now, if you like DDM, actually this is the best time to join, because the date is June 2nd, 2014, and at the end of the week, I will be increasing the prices. I've done really good at keeping our DDM prices very low. If you compare our classes to other online sites, the class is obviously much better. It's always updated. It's always new. And DDM classes are really inexpensive. Okay? So we will be increasing the prices. But if you sign up this week, it is a monthly subscription. If you sign up, the prices will not go up for you. You can keep these low prices. We have 3 DDM memberships. DDM Open, that is completely self-study. Now, you can join our Let's Master English community, and there are hangouts that practice the lessons, and if you ask a question, I guarantee somebody will answer your question. And if nobody does, then I will. We guarantee that our community is fantastic. We have an excellent community. We have DDM Live, which is a bit more expensive. DDM Live gives you 2 live classes a month. Now, what about the time zone? I live in Asia. I live in Russia. I live in Spain. Yes. So what I do is I have 2 different times, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So most of the students in Asia come to the morning class. Most of the students in Brazil go to the evening class. But you can choose one of those classes, and every 2 weeks I have a live class, and it's fantastic. It's lots of fun. Now, we also have DDM VIP. However, DDM VIP, I only have space for students who can join me, and let me give you the time, every Friday at 4 p.m. Now, my time zone is in Los Angeles, okay? So that time zone, 4 p.m. LA time, that's the only time available for VIP students. And how many people can join? 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 3 people. We have space for 3 people. All the other times are full. So if you want the VIP class, wonderful. But we only have Friday, 4 p.m. Los Angeles time available. So if that time is okay for you, you're welcome to join. VIP, we have a class every week. Every week on Friday, we have that hangout, and they're much smaller classes. We do role plays. We really work on your pronunciation. We discuss a lot of stuff. It's a great opportunity to get personal coaching from me. The prices are different, so if you're interested in VIP, email me. If you're interested in DDM Open or DDM Live, then in the description, I will have a link so you can sign up. Of course, you can email me too. My email address is dailydictationmembers@gmail.com. dailydictationmembers@gmail.com. So once again, if you sign up this week, I guarantee the prices that we have right now. Okay, I also mentioned our Google Plus community. It's a fantastic community. And even if you're not a DDM member, you can join. One of the things, people share so much wonderful information, and people answer each other's questions. It's great. And we have a big team who dictates Let's Master English podcast. Now, for the past couple weeks, Azin has been managing the dictation, and she's doing a great job. But they always need help. You do not have to be a DDM member to help. So if you would like to help dictate this podcast so that everybody can read the entire podcast, join. Join the community, talk to Azin, or whoever the manager is. Sometimes the manager changes. We've had Margarita do it. We've had Berta do it. I think Joaquin did it once. I'm not sure. But it's a great community, and I highly recommend that you join that community. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, @CoachShane. And you can join me on Facebook, ESL Coach Shane. So there's lots of places to get information, get news, and get busy mastering English. That's what it's all about. That's it. I just want to say once again, thank you so much for downloading my podcast. If you want a daily podcast, we have Daily Easy English Expression every day, about 6 minutes long, so you can study English every day on that podcast too. It's on iTunes. Just search for Daily Easy English Expression. Join me there too. Thank you so much, guys. You have a fantastic week, and let's master English!